Welcome back, my Jedi friends. And in today's video, I asked the question, how out there do people think you are? How far out there in the cosmos are you? So the odds are, if you're highly empathic, if you're a light worker, if you have that skill set, if you're a healer, that there are certain people that have got no idea what you do or how far out there you are. And when you start to explain what it is that you do, their eyes just go like this. You go, oh, yeah. And they might accuse you of being from the world of woo, the woo woo world. Well, welcome to my life, folks. Welcome to my life. Being out there has been a big part of the journey. And I've realized that the more I talk about the things that are genuinely interesting to me, that's the more people, what the average people that I speak to, they just have got no idea. They've got no idea. They're like, oh, oh yes, okay, Adam, come back to Earth. Earth to Adam. Earth to Adam, come down. Beam me up, Scotty. That is where we're going. Now, the thing is, the people that are the most tapped in are the both most misunderstood. Most highly sensitive people are. Those people that see things. You see things clearly. You can see things the way they are. And people just don't get it. People just don't get it. So they're going to do a lot of name calling, a lot of name calling. That is going to come your way. Unfortunately, that is the way of the world. The way of the world that the people with the gifts are misunderstood. But look on the bright side, my Jedi friends. If you had these sort of gifts a couple of 100 years ago, burn at the stake. You burn at the stake. Witchcraft. You're a witch. You're a witch. All you needed was one lunatic to shout witch, and everybody else jumps on the bandwagon. There's a witch. Look, burn, burn that witch, drown that witch. When you've got to, we're the most intelligent species on the planet. And just a couple of 100 years ago, which isn't that long in the greater picture of things, the idea to test for a witch was to throw them in the water. And if you drowned, you weren't a witch. Oh, there's a good. That sounds like a brilliant test. What a brilliant test that was. Oh, they're dead. Oh, but at least we know they're not a witch now. Oh, well, that was a good test. It was a good test. Who else should we test? I bet they were queuing up to prove their innocence there, weren't they, folks? Such a fair test. Monty Python actually nailed a lot of this stuff, and this is the reality of it, that healers throughout the ages would have been accused of witchcraft, been accused of sorcery. Sorcery! You'd have been a sorceress. You'd have been a warlock, mixing the herbs, mixing the dead animals to create their potion of destruction, my Jedi friends. Life is ludicrous, humanity is ludicrous, and empaths can see that. You don't have to look back that far in time because a couple of 100 years in the bigger picture of things, in the millions of years of the evolution of the planet, is not so much to deal with, is it? Is it, my Jedi friends? Is it, my Jedi friends? A couple of 100 years. It's a blip in the time capsule that we find ourselves in. It was like yesterday. To the gods, to the gods. It's just a blink of the eye. We think we're the smartest species on the planet. Well, you've probably seen it. If you're highly empathic, you can see humanity, the most intelligent species on the planet, oh, ripping the lungs out of it and becoming the virus that everybody's running around trying to avoid. If there was a real virus on this planet, it is human beings. Making it unsustainable for all life. But anyway, my Jedi friends, you will know this. You will see the lunacy for what it is. You will see that you are part of this. And you will probably wonder, what did you do to deserve being thrown in the middle of this? Probably feel like a bit of an anomaly, a bit of an alien. Are you really the same as all these people around you? Did you really come here for some sort of reason to help them? Well, personally, if you're like me, that when you are tapped in, you feel more of a plight for every other animal on the planet. How can we stop these fellow lunatics from ruining it for everything else? And that could be a big ask. It could be a big ask. What can little old you do about that? Well, you just have to get over the fact that people aren't going to get who you are or what you do. If you're highly sensitive, if you have that skill set, you're going to have to deal with it. You are going to have to deal with it. You're going to have to get a thicker skin. You're going to have to get used to people calling you woo woo and out there. And oh, yeah, it's another one of their little insights, discrediting you. It's part of the resilience building process, my Jedi friends, unfortunately. And it can be tough and it can be brutal, can be brutal because these sleepy, sheepy people, the people that took the blue pill, the blue pillars, those blue pillars, they don't want to be awake. They don't want to be. So you saying what you do or seeing what you do, you're seeing what you see, of knowing what you know to most of the population is going to be largely irrelevant and they're not going to be ready for it. They won't be ready for it because you're too far out there. You are in the universe. You're right up there. And from a practical perspective, what I found when I was really down my woo-woo rabbit hole, this is what I was accused of. You're down the woo-woo rabbit hole, Adam. I wasn't as grounded as I needed to be. So learning to ground and work with energy and stay grounded all the time and to deal with the naysayers and just learn not when not to say anything. Learning when to say nothing is the better part of the deal here, folks, because there are people who do want to listen. And even with this channel, I know that I have a very narrow target audience. And I'm comfortable with that now because I know who they are. I know why I'm here. I'm here to help fellow healers, light workers, empaths to wake up and to get the confidence they need to play their part of the jigsaw. And if that's you, you're probably watching now. Everyone else turned off. Why? And he's way too far out there for me. Oh, look, he's right out there in the stars. He's out there in the universe. He's orbiting the planets. He's orbiting the planets, my Jedi friends. What is he? He's a lunatic. Well, one thing that this lunatic has realized that having a sense of humor is a superpower skill in this. It's a superpower skill, my Jedi friends, because people are going to poke fun at you. They are going to poke fun at you. And if they see that you're sensitive to it, they're going to keep doing it. So when they poke fun at me, you have just entered my Pandora's box because I've heard it all before and I'm very used to it. And I like making fun of myself because I see the lunacy of the world through other people's eyes that haven't woken up, that will never wake up, that will never get what my skill set is. I am comfortable with that. The question is, are you? Are you? When the naysayers come out, when those blue pill swallowers come out, start questioning you. Oh yeah, your little insights. Oh yeah, your little woo-woo world, your little I've heard it all before. All before. And here's a little when I was playing on the brink of just thinking the fuck it moment. I was working in the world of finance. I really was. I was working with a lord. There's something that I don't tell many people on this channel. We had a Lord as our chairman. We were operating in the House of Lords in the UK. We were working with senior people in finance. And I was invited in to give a speech to most senior industry leaders. And my business partner at the time has told me about my woo-woo mates, me and my woo-woo mates. I went up and I said, it's me. And I'm here to see if there's any of my woo-woo mates are here today. In front of all these leaders, all these industry leaders. I said everybody's given the same sort of speeches today. I'm going to give you something completely different, and I gave them an energy exercise. I actually took them through an energy exercise at the end of it, and I know that probably 99% of that room probably looked at me and thought, "Where the fuck did they find him?" But I had about three or four people come up to me afterwards and say, "Wow, that was the most interesting part of it. You're a breath of fresh air." And this is what I'm talking about here, folks. That if you're prepared to shine and be judged by everybody else, you will find your 1%. And you're only looking for your 1%. The 99%, who gives a fuck what they think? And it's taken me most of my life to get to this point, which is why I'm completely unfiltered about who I am and what I do anymore. And if you're playing a game where you're hiding part of who you are, then that's why you're here on this video listening to this message right now. Because you need the confidence to shine and show up as who you are. And you need to realize that most people are never, ever, ever going to get your message or who you are. But it doesn't matter. You're not here for them. You did not come here for the 99%, my Jedi friends. Your unique skill set was here to awaken the 1%. And you only find the 1% by being who you are with the 99 and developing a Jedi thick skin to come back to people that don't get it. Because a lot of people won't. A lot of people will not get it, my Jedi friends. They will never get it. They will never get it. Oh, no, they won't. They won't. You're too far out there. You're too far out there, my Jedi friends. You're drifting as you speak to them right now. That's how the conversations usually go in the eyes of the people that aren't your target audience, my Jedi friends. It starts here, starts close, and then you start talking about energy. What do I do? Well, I teach people how to use energy, and this is what happens through the eyes of the person. Of the how far out there is out. How far out there is Adam today? Well, he deals with energy. Yes, I help people to connect with the universe. I help people to own their power. I help people to understand what they're doing on this planet, their role within it, their role within it. Yes, that is what I do. I get them comfortable. I get them to love themselves more so that they can energize and hold the space for the spiritual awakening that's coming. Oh, it's so far out there now, Adam. You need a sense of humor, my Jedi friends. You need that. You will need it. It is a strength. It is a strength within this, but you'll also need your confidence and you need to be your own best friend. And this is the thing that I've realized and the energy you can work with 24/7. And there is no excuse for not being your best friend because one thing that I've realized on my journey is that all I have aimed to do is good for humanity. Some people don't get that. And some people have come at me wanting to do distinctly bad by me. And it's easy to be affected by that. But what it has given me is the gift of not giving a flying fuck what anybody thinks that doesn't get what I do anymore. Because the people that get it, they really get it, and everyone else can fuck off. And there is a liberation. There's the liberation, my Jedi friends, there where it comes in. So when people are asking you how far out there you are, well, you can either own your out there-ness or you can shrink in and try and fit in again. And where did that get you? And if you're anything like me, it got you absolutely fucking nowhere. It got you nowhere. Trying to fit in, trying to fit in, trying to justify yourselves to people that will never actually get it, folks. So shine your light, shine your lunacy, shine your woo-woo-ness. And join me. Join me. You are very welcome to join me on the journey and be part of the lunatic tribe. The lunatic tribe. Just be a lunatic by owning yourself, owning your uniqueness, and owning your gifts. And that is what it's all about, folks. That is my message to you to start shining, to stop caring about the arseholes that will never get it, and to start finding the people that will, the 1%. The 1% that need you, that own your gifts, that want your gifts, that are waiting for your gifts for you to shine the light. And when you do, everything changes, everything changes. And if you want more of that, if you want to own your power and to shine your light and to clear your energy space and to learn to deal with ourselves more effectively, then you may want to subscribe to the channel. And if you want another little piece of the jigsaw, you will find it just there.